Good afternoon, dear students. I'm back here to continue the class which we are learning about the animal tissues. We have studied about the animal tissues in the previous class and we have learned two different types of animal tissues. There is about the epithelial tissue as well as we have learned about the connective tissue. Is it right? So, dear students, I apologize you that from 2 to 3 days our teachers are in the online training process. So because of that some disturbance happened with the classes, online classes. So from today onwards the classes will go in proper way, and I hope you also giving a proper response for all the subject teachers by doing your work and listening the classes. Okay, dear students, so after listening these two different types of the animal tissues called epithelial tissue and the connective tissue, we have understand that the tissues have some importance in our body, as we have learned about the connective tissue in the last class, where we have learned about the different types of connective tissues as like areolar tissue, liquid tissue, and then hard and rigid tissue called as bone tissue, cartilage tissue we have learned. Is it right? So today we are going to learn the next type of tissue of our body, that is called as muscular tissue. What do we call? Muscular tissue. Dear students, the muscular tissue is one of the tissue which is very helpful to maintain the body posture, as how the bone tissue which providing a framework of the skeletal system, the muscular tissue is also needed for all the functions of our body, like movements, different movements of our body. So without muscles and bones we can't able to take the movements of our body. As you know, dear students, almost all these muscles have elongated cells, enlarged cells. In these tissues, enlarged or elongated cells are formed. Dear students, the muscle tissue, the body where the muscular tissue or muscular system is found in our body, is very helpful in the all movements which we take for our surviving activities. Dear students, you know one of the most important cause of the functions of these muscles, the most important functions of these muscles which we have to understand, the contraction and relaxation. Contract and relax. So these two functions, contract and relaxation function, is only because of a specialized protein which is present in these muscular tissues called as contractile proteins. What? Contractile proteins. So contractile protein is the reason where the muscular cells or tissues is able to stretch themselves, able to show the contraction relaxation movements. Okay, dear students, as I think you have learned in previous classes about the muscular tissues, there are two different types of muscular tissues we can able to find. The two, on the basis of its function, it has classified, that are called as voluntary and involuntary. What we call? Voluntary and involuntary. So let us understand what is the difference between voluntary and involuntary. Dear students, voluntary means the tissues which are in the control of the body, the control of a man or a control of an organism. Control of an organism. So that tissues are known as the voluntary tissues. We can able to control them. For example, our hands, legs, body, which we can able to move, which can able to listen the orders, different orders. So these type of tissues are known as the voluntary tissues. Dear students, in voluntary tissues, one of the type of tissue which we call as striated tissue, that is found in the muscles where we take the movements of the body, like hands, legs, and other parts of the body. And this tissue is generally found by showing the movements. What movements it is showing? As all the different types of movements, like walking, like running, jumping, stretching, all these different types of movements. As the cells of these tissue, the cells of this tissue is long. What type of? Long, and even also unbranched, cylindrical. Long, unbranched and cylindrical, which is also uninucleate. Multinucleate. What are? multinucleate. What I am telling you, dear students, see, the cells of this tissue are long. What? Long. Then the next one is, these are generally unbranched. What they are? Unbranched. And next one is cylindrical, and then the multinucleate. So this is the structure of the cells of the tissue called as stratiated tissue. So multinucleate means the cell has number of nucleus, so which we call as a multinucleate. Okay, next we will go about the involuntary tissues. Involuntary muscles are involuntary tissues called as, which are not in the control of your body. Not in the control of your body. For example, it is found in the alimentary canal, in the lungs, in the kidneys, or in other different parts of our body, which is internal organs like other some intestines, or which is not in our control. We can't able to control them as by our orders. So that are called as involuntary muscles or involuntary tissues. That is one type of a tissue is there, which we call as unstratiated tissue. What we call unstratiated tissue. So this unstriated tissue in involuntary, it are the cells are present, which is spindle shaped cells. What? Spindle shaped cells, and they are long, and even it is a uninucleate cells are formed. Single nucleus cells are formed. So what? These are spindle shaped, and then long and uninucleate. So these are the some of important cells, structure of the cell which is present in the unstratiated tissue, which are involuntary. So one more type of specialized involuntary muscle tissue is found in our body, that is heart tissue, or which we call as cardiac muscles. What we call cardiac muscles. Cardio means heart. So cardiac muscles are found. You know that about the function of cardiac tissue. It has a restless function, that is heartbeat. Is it right? So if it stops means there is the person or animal no more. Is it right? So from the birth to death it continuously working, which is the movement called as contraction and relaxation, that forms a sound called lambda. So that I think you are hearing in this video in the heart, so which can forms the heartbeat, which we call as contraction relaxation, which is helpful for the pumping of the blood. Okay, the cells of these cardiac muscles are like this here. These are cylindrical cells and branched and uninucleate. Cylindrical, branched and uninucleate. So which is helpful in the pumping of the blood. Okay, dear students, try to understand this class. We have learned about today muscular tissue, and we have understand and repeat it by listening this class. Repeat once or twice. If you are not clearly understanding, discuss with me. Then I will again join with you to clear your doubts. Okay. The next class we are going to learn about the last type of animal tissue, that is a nervous tissue, which we will understand in the next class. Okay. Thank you. Take care everyone, and do the work what I am saying.